What's up, y'all? This is Wayne Steven with Next Level Lifestyle, here to hit you with an album review. The reason I'm hyped right now, right off the bat, is because I just found out this morning, I don't know, it might have came out last night, but I just found out this morning that Kevin Gates just dropped some new music. I'm a huge Kevin Gates fan. I've been a Kevin Gates fan since his mixtapes, I don't know what to call it, the Luca Brasi story, Murder for Hire, like all those mixtapes he had. Like, he's just put out countless amounts of music and he always has bangers. And this right here, when I saw this, okay, first of all, it's noted as an EP, but it's only 3 songs to me, so it's kind of like a maxi single. I'm not a young dude, so a maxi single to me is 3 songs. An EP is like 6 or 7, but they said it's an EP, so let's just call it that. And it's called Chained to the City. Now, for most people who don't know, most people who do know, if you're watching this, that means you understand music and you know the goings on in that realm. Kevin Gates was recently released from prison on a weapons charge in Illinois. So what happened is he can't leave Illinois for whatever reason. I didn't look into the details. That's something I didn't even want to trouble myself with, why he can't leave the state of Illinois. But when he released Chained to the City, like, he's literally chained to the city. Like, so think about the metaphor. He was just released from prison, but he still feels incarcerated to the fact that he can't leave and go home. Like, he from Baton Rouge. That's in Louisiana. And I said he from. I meant he is from. Whenever I talk about anybody that's hood, just parts of my sentence just fall out. So I had to hit him with the he from. But nah, he's from Baton Rouge, so he can't go home. And he has a house in LA, as a matter of fact. So I think because I was watching a video from his wife Drika, and she said they want to go, they want to go back to LA where his house is at. But he can't leave Illinois. He's literally chained to the city. So he dropped some new music, and I know all his fans are hype about this. Soon as I seen it this morning, I was like, man, hit and play. I don't even remember where I was. I think I was in my kitchen getting my daughter ready for school. She wasn't downstairs because I'm not letting her listen to Kevin Gates until she's at least... Never. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I was in the kitchen getting my daughter ready for school, like, not her personally, just her things, and I'm just getting things together, and I'm like, yo, I don't even know how to explain how he sounds more than I'm gonna play it. First of all, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm just really excited to get to this. It's 3 songs: Change Lanes, Vouch, and Let It Sing. I'm gonna play like 60 seconds of each, talk about it, discuss it, leave comments. Let's rap about this, because this is, yo, Gates is a monster, and I'm so glad he's out. I'm so glad that he's putting music out. He changes the entire music landscape whenever he drops music. Like when he put Isla out, I think that was like 2 years ago, it started to shift where people were more getting in his lane. Like, then he went to jail, and it made this uprising for the new youngins. You know what I mean? However you feel about it, that's your business. I'm not here to talk back. But him coming back out, every time he blesses the music space, it changes the climate a little bit. Right now, you can see the climate has kind of changed. With Gates releasing music, with Royce the 5'9" releasing music, Styles P releasing music, and there's a host of others. This month, Pusha T is supposed to be dropping the album. So I'm really, really excited about what music is looking like for the next, going forward, as far as the summer coming. It's huge. It's huge. So let me just get to it. I've already talked your ear off enough, and I apologize. I'm going to hit the first song on this EP called Change Lanes. And, man, here we go.
Been through a lot of pain in my life, and I pray the Lord take it all away. I got family through life, ain't never see the sunshine again, and pray it all away. We all away. Diamond teeth when I blessed the game. I was being quiet, but got a lot to say. Unique chains on the freeway, don't need rings. Cocaine ring. Made a statement, I was grinding on them. I done order up on a replay. Rolex, no diamonds in it. Swiss moving, no time to ticking. Introverted, not trying to kick it. Private life, please mind your business. Introverted these days. Introverted these days. Plain Jane, not in chain lanes. Plain Jane, not in chain lanes. Plain Jane, not in change lanes. Plain Jane, not a change lane. I ain't miss a beat. Praise to Allah. Made it out the clink. Alhamdulillah. Praise be to God. Big booty freak giving them a massage. Looking in the mirror and looking at a star. Chicken on her knees and look up at a star. Remember being broke, wishing on a star. Out the mud, no one giving us a star. White gold, Einstein, Audemars. Foreign car, push button, auto stun. Rest and relaxation, not involved. Going hard, Rolls Royce, R&R. Wonder why these niggas hate me. Probably cause they know they ain't me. I ain't never been a gang member. Illinois label me a gang chief. Political spill, a judge lend a hand racist. I'm being sentenced, wrongful conviction. Both Bradley lied to me. Gave him a quarter ticket. He did not appeal. Laying in my cell, looking at the ceiling. I'm on a division. Me and all the killers throwing shit and piss on all the staff members. Even got the warden, that's why they had the shivers. Diamond teeth when I blitzed the game. I was being quiet, but got a lot to say. Unique chains on the freeway. Don't need rings. Cocaine ring. Made a statement. I was grinding on.
I don't even know where I want to start with this. Well, first of all, he discussed the, and that's why I've always respected and loved Gates, because whatever he's going through, he'll drop the gems in his music. You just gotta listen. Like, he was talking about the surrounding circumstances of his case. You know what I'm saying? He said the state of Illinois labeled me a gang chief. Like, okay, here's the thing. He talked about why he got locked up in an IG video. And what he said was he took a charge that for somebody else. But instead of just sitting there and being like, oh, I'm taking this charge for somebody else, he just took the charge like it was his. He never once mentioned it until like recently. Or maybe he mentioned it prior. I just didn't hear it. But recently he was like, I took the charge. I didn't sit back and be like, oh, you know, I took this charge, you know what I mean? He just did his time like a man. That's a stand-up guy. Like when you talk about people from the street and street rappers and stuff like that, I think a lot of people get it twisted. They think anybody that raps is from the street. That's not the case. Like, a lot of these dudes rapping is not from the street. Like, and you can tell in their music because they don't sound like it. I mean, and everything on their songs is shoot 'em up, bang, bang, no retribution for their actions, none of that stuff. That's not street. People who really be in the street and have remorse and understand that there are no victimless crimes, and they talk about it in their music, those are street guys. And Kevin Gates is a street guy, and he straight up said it. You know, I ain't never been a gang member. Illinois labeled me a gang chief. He's never been in a gang. And he's been locked up a few times. And he went on to say, political still, a judge lend a hand, racist, I'm being sentenced, wrongful conviction, broke bread and lied to me, gave him a quarter ticket. Like, first of all, apart from the fact that he keeps it so real in his music, I love the way he harmonizes and he uses his voice. I just said this the other day about another artist, but him especially, because he's been doing it. I love the way he harmonizes and uses his voice while rapping. Like, he'll take you through his emotions while rapping and using his voice as another instrument in the beat. And that's something like that made me completely pay attention to every piece of music that he put out. Every time he puts out music, I'm on it because I know that I'm gonna get something from it. I'm gonna get that real talk. I'm not just gonna get, and we gonna pull the guns out, and brah, and brah. Like, come on, man, that's not life. Like, that's not real. And you got these kids running around like they thinking that's life. And most of these kids nowadays, they've never even been in violent situations that involve that much gunplay. But you listen to these guys on record, they shooting up a small village. And that's not Gates. Gates is like, yeah, you know, all that was done, but that's not hot. That's not what's popping in these streets. And I respect that about him because he's a real man about it. I also, the thing I laugh the most about Gates because I think he said it himself one time that he's kind of a walking contradiction. And I think we all are to a certain degree. And I think that's another reason why I relate to him. Because he'll be like, break the shalah, I ain't miss a beat, praise to Allah, made it out the clinker, alhamdulillah, praise be to God, big booty freak giving a massage. Like, that wasn't just wordplay. It's literally, it's the struggle of man, right? Most people don't want to discuss that. It's the struggle of man. It's the struggle between trying to live a righteous life and still being carnal and responding to the flesh. And that verse right there is why I resonate with Gates so hard, because we live in this world. For those who do follow a belief system or a faith system, you struggle with trying to live that righteous line, but you also understand that I can't give in to the carnal side of myself because that's not righteous and that's not giving glory to God. So I appreciate that was in there. The next song that I'm about to play for y'all is Vouch. And you know, this dude's just such a stand-up guy. Like I don't even want to talk much over this. Let's just get to it.
Yes, sir. I'm never standing out.
I'm made to be.
I'm never standing out. Hey, this big gangster right here talking. Watch your mouth, no dissing me. You know we all saw it. You say I'm fake, that's your opinion, that's just y'all story. Just face the fact I was y'all blessing, but y'all ignored it. Your quest for fame had you distorted, not accepting sorry. I'm really at the streets of vouch, the people vouch, the jailer vouch, all the niggas in the feds are vouch. We held it down while in the drought, one of my sales are vouch. I'm standing out, when it's beef, I'm never standing down. Next door to Jamalo, while in St. John apartments, couldn't afford the rent, we moved with grandma more like an orphanage. The neighborhood ain't like I said, we came from New Orleans. Had some fights, I slung some iron and Baton Rouge, you recall it. Lee Lucas doing life, he left when I was 11. Had a job I did not like and started narcotic selling. I do it for me, I feed myself, a coon not willing to help me. We either die, go to jail, so what the fuck could you tell me? Fully loaded Mac 11 when this pressure get applied. Got a brand new Glock 9 and I keep it by my side. Took the side of that little boy done out of hatred, no question. Draw your sword, get met with brute force, no second guessing. Up, y'all. Watch your mouth, no dissing me. You know we all saw it. You say I'm fake, that's your opinion, that's just y'all story. Just face the...
Listen. I just said it in the last, I just said it. Before I even played this song, I just said it. Right? And watch your mouth, no dissing me. You know we all saw it. You say I'm fake, that's your opinion, but that's y'all story. Just face the fact, I was y'all blessing, but y'all ignored it. The quest for fame had you distorted, not accepting sorry. I'm really that. The streets will vouch, the people vouch, the jailer vouch. All the niggas in the feds will vouch. We held it down while in the drought. One of my cellies vouch. I'm standing out. When it's beef, I'm never standing down. Do you understand what you just heard? You probably didn't. But if you're watching this, you probably did. Everything I said prior to this song being played, he just confirmed it. And again, that's when you get words from an OG, that's what it sounds like. When you get words from somebody who's done it and doesn't see the glory in it, that's what you get. When you get somebody that's just trying to sell records and sell an image, you get the opposite. Like, and him mentioning Lee Lucas, he was a big time dope dealer in the South, and that's like he always mentions him, but in the sense that, you know, there are people who've done it before me, and look how it turned out. He said he'd been away since I was 11. He didn't say yeah and big him up and all this other stuff. He was like, he's been away for a while, for all that he had. You know what I mean? And that's just understanding. See, Kevin Gates is one of those people that lets you understand what the game brings. Jeezy's the same way. Though I don't enjoy Jeezy's music as much, to be honest with you. I'm just not a real huge Jeezy fan. I understand his space and his place in hip hop, but I don't resonate with him as much as I resonate with Gates. And I think also it's because Gates is educated. I'm not saying Jeezy's not, but I just enjoy the way Kevin Gates enunciates, and he makes it his business to, when he says a big word, he'll tell you what the word means after. Like, and that's something that I enjoy, because that's what these young dudes need. They need that guidance, and where they seek it from is their choice. But it's the thing is, I subscribe to the same mindset. While I have your ear, I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna benefit you. Gates is the same way, T.I. is the same way, and honestly, even 2 Chainz is the same way. And a lot of people get it mixed up because he talks about extravagance a lot, but he's the same person. Like, he'll give you jewels in his words without being super preachy. And that's the other part of it that most people don't take into account. You can't be super preachy with these dudes. You got to get them while you got them where you have them. Like, get them while you got them, because they got your attention. Now, where you have them is at your music. This ain't the time to be hitting the pulpit. This is the time to drop those jewels, hit them hard, hit them quick, hit them fast, boom. Give them the gems so they can keep it moving. Give them some quotables so they can keep recycling it in their head. Then they come back, because they know where the wisdom is coming from, so they'll just come back and get it. And that's what Gates provides. We'll go to the last song, Let It Sing, and I'm going to wrap this up because I don't want to lose y'all. I don't. So I'm going to hit Let It Sing, and then we're going to go from there.
Nigga won't tell me talking about some 20% more in this, that. Nigga, you control the wheel then. Flexed up, Billie Jean, yes sir. Every day, she don't trust a nigga. Nigga, I don't trust a wedding ring. Flexed up, Billie Jean, yes sir. Every day, she don't trust a nigga. Nigga, I don't trust a wedding ring. Y'all for going, bada boom. Y'all for going, bada bing. Ring Charles, I can't see it. Aretha Franklin, let it sing. Y'all for going, bada boom. Y'all for going, bada bing. Ring Charles, I can't see it. Aretha Franklin, let it sing. The canister, rolling up cannabis. I'm not permitted to cross in the calendar. Fire my manager, Robert Ory in the game. Switch play, story stay the same. Bell came in the mail, bust it down. You would think I'm Tory Lanez. Broke praying for a whole thing. Shot the text and a load came. Flex on him like I'm Billy. Bought a new hip, this hole a hit me. Trying to get next to me like I'm Tristan. You think I'm really about to let you get me? You think I'm really about to let you feel it? You think you really supposed to get a business? All you do is stalk other hoes' pages. You cannot afford a payment on a Civic. Keep it professional when you DM me. You know your sister be all in my business, copying everything that I deliver. TMC, I'm fighting with dreams. We cannot do this in front of the children. Having this shit, she gon' go get a pistol. No, this so crazy, it probably won't kill me. Look what you live. Billie Jean, yes sir. Every day, she don't trust a nigga. Nigga, I don't trust a wedding ring. Let's start. Billie Jean, yes sir. Every day, she don't trust a nigga. Nigga, I don't trust a wedding ring.
Like, so I'm laughing because, first of all, the beat is hard. That is going on the gym. Matter of fact, hold up. That's going on the gym playlist immediately. Like ASAP. Add to playlist. Yep. There we go. That's going on the gym playlist. That beat is dumb hard. As soon as the bass drops, I'm in. Like, you already got me. And like, and the thing is, like I said, like, I like him because he's a straight betwixt 2 points. Like, he'll tell you some knowledge, but he'll talk that street talk to you, but it'll be funny. Like, Yappa go bada boom, Yappa go bada bing, Ray Charles, I can see you, Aretha Franklin, let it sing. Like, come on. Like, like, it was just, all of it was funny. And then when he was talking about, talking about TMZ fighting with Drake, like, he was using his voice, like, the way he uses his voice to kind of change the scene a little bit is always hilarious to me. Like, he's just that dynamic of an artist. And these 3 songs got me geeked for whatever's coming next. Purchase this. Purchase these 3 songs. That's going on purchase. I'm about to go to the iTunes store right after I'm done with this on my phone. I went like this, like the iTunes store was back there, but it's not. It's right here. But yeah, iTunes store, grabbing that because Gates deserves them dollars for real. Like I said the other day, if I know I'm getting a body of work, I'll put that bread up. No big deal. Like, it's just really, I want these songs. I want to own them. You should own them. This is fire. Get it. Wayne Stephen, Next Level Lifestyle. Yes, sir.